So we're going to talk about 6 items that contribute to your net profit. I believe as a group facilitator that net profit is the most important KPI that we track. So net profit is your ability to grow, or gives you the ability to grow, gives you the ability to have sustainability, gives you the ability to train and elevate your staff and your market. So how do we derive net profit? And it's the difference between your total gross profit and your expenses. So in looking at how to get a positive net profit, and we do have a benchmark of 20% net profit, we can do that a couple of different ways. By either having a large or high gross profit percentage and controlling our expenses, or for those who control expenses very well, then we can take possibly a little bit less of a gross profit percentage depending upon your market and your ability to get the benchmarks items for parts and labor. So we're often asked in the group process, well, how do we get to gross profit? And that comes with your ability to charge and have a proper effective labor rate. So when looking at effective labor rate, we're looking at the labor dollars collected versus what we are allowing our technicians for sold time. So that is also tied into your average repair order. And when looking at building a ticket and having higher dollar amounts to build that average repair order, you want to make sure that we are charging correctly for labor and parts to derive that high labor or that high average repair order. And then when looking at the ARO, again, this is one of the last of the 6 items, is looking at the DVI and your ability to sell. So we worked backwards up. So at the very top of this pyramid is going to be your DVI and your staff's ability to sell. Identifying the work in the DVI, estimating the work and presenting it and selling it to the customer will build a high average repair order. That'll trickle down into a positive and a high effective labor rate if done properly. That'll trickle down into a sustainable and a high total gross profit. Then we need to manage our expenses correctly to get to that 20% plus net profit that we're looking for.